Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today at this release event. If you have not met me before, my name is Samer, and I'm a co-founder and the CEO of Furhat Robotics. When we started Furhat about 7 years ago, we had a very long-term vision to build robots that are social and lifelike, that allow humans to interact with them as if they were interacting with other humans. Since we started on this journey, we've been investing into a deeper understanding of humans in fields such as psychology, perception, and behavioral science. We believe that the first step to building the technology is a deep understanding of humans and what makes us engaged emotionally and socially when talking to other humans compared to when we interact with other devices that we have today. The technology today is in its early innovation stages, and the journey is going to be long and very exciting. But already over the last period, together with many others, we have been making breakthroughs in many scientific fields that are making this vision closer and closer to reality. Today, we are releasing a major new software that we believe is going to take Furhat to the next phase in this journey. As a background to this, I would like to go back to the origins of Furhat. Before building our first robot, we were doing research for many years on the human face. We humans spend so much of our life looking at other people's faces, communicating a vast amount of information that both allow us to connect with others and impact our feelings and the quality of our lives. From the smallest movements in our eyes to our voice and to the movement of our lips and all the expressivity that we have in our faces. We wanted to bring the power of that human face to machines, which is why we focused deeply on the face when we were building Furhat. And most people that work with Furhat today say that its face is what makes Furhat a very unique communication device. Furhat is also the first robot platform that allows designers to build characters for the robot that range from cartoonish to human-like, from childlike to an adult, exploring the full range of human personalities by working with just one robot. Today, with the new technologies that we're releasing, we're taking Furhat's face to the next level, adding significantly more expressivity and life to the robot and a set of tools that allow us to create gestures, movements, and animations at a very high speed and with a very high level of detail. We call this technology Face Core, and coupled with a new Furhat library, an updated virtual Furhat, improvements in our hardware and manufacturing, and many other smaller updates that we probably won't have the time to go through today, we're proud to move Furhat software to version 2.0. In the next 15 minutes, I would like to introduce you to a few of my colleagues from Furhat who will give you a deeper look at the new technologies that we're releasing and that they have been working on in this last period. We will start with Charlie Caper, one of our key interaction designers, a creative who has had a long career in stage and street magic before joining Furhat. Over to you, Charlie.
Oh, hello. I'm Charlie Caper, and I'm an interactions developer here at Furhat. And before that, I used a Furhat for a long time in my other career as a high-tech magician. I was touring around the world doing magic shows, which featured a lot of robots. But today, I would like to talk a little bit about Face Core, which is a big part of our new release. And Face Core is a complete kind of rehash of the whole system that controls the face in a robot. And it really is the next level in robot expression. It makes it the robot a lot more expressive, and so it can show real emotions, and that also makes it easy to connect with users. And for developers, it also is a much simpler task to create complex emotions. You have probably seen the virtual Furhat, which is a virtual representation of the actual robot. And these are pretty synchronized. I can play something that shows how kind of similar they are. And Face Core is now today also available for the virtual Furhat. And I would like to show you what Face Core can do. So I've prepared a little video that we can run.
Hello, I am Furhat. I would like to show you my new face engine. It is a drastic improvement to the visual fidelity of my face and eyes. It offers increased flexibility when it comes to designing new robotic characters, and a new toolset and workflow for creating robot expressions. Before, I had 46 animation parameters, ranging from simple like blink left eye to phonemes like ah and e, and complex like angry or big smile. These could also be combined. Now there's an additional 52 ARKit parameters, and to make it easier to create different characters, we have 38 new character params. These modify size and position of facial features like eye size, eyebrow tilt, nose width, mouth height, and so on. I look weird now. Both the shape and texture can be controlled independently. The new ARKit parameters map with Apple's ARKit blend shapes, so you can record a human's expressions with an iPhone and play it on the robot. What you're watching right now was created rapidly by a human filming themselves. It is a very quick and simple workflow, and I am looking forward to seeing what kind of highly expressive interactive content you will create with me now. What a time to be alive!
Right. So you might have seen in there that a phone was used, and this is because we use Apple's ARKit, which captures different points in your face, and a free iPhone app. So nowadays it's possible for a developer to record facial expressions and play them up on the robot. And I can actually show you that on a little video as well. So you can see how similar these things become.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth. There is no spoon. Then you'll see that it's not the spoon that bends. It is only yourself.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little description of these things. And they really are great. I've spent about a month, I've spent much longer than that helping develop FaceCore, but I spent about a month working with it actually as kind of an end user and developing tools for it. And it's so useful. It makes my life a lot easier. And all of these features are available starting today.
Thank you, Charlie. And here I have with me my colleague Fabienne, who will be able to tell us a little bit more about the Furhat library. Yes, Fabienne.
Yes, I thought I could show you some parts of the Furhat library today. It's full with different stuff, but one aspect of it is gestures. So we added a lot of brand new cool gestures to it, and a few of them I will showcase you right now. So, and I will let Furhat present them.
I have a very lifelike and expressive face.
So we have like a skeptical expression, one that looks a bit more fearful. Asymmetrical expressions are possible right now, which I find particularly cool.
Can you do this?
And then he asks whether we can move the eyebrows.
I think so.
Okay, but how about this?
With the new feature, it's even possible to increase the eyes.
Well,
but I will put him to sleep now because otherwise he will just continue talking for the rest of the day. So yeah, this was a very short example of very many gestures that we have added to the library. But it doesn't stop there. We also added some more assets to it, like smaller code snippets that can help you make your Furhat look more alive, for example. We added a feature called automatic head movements that lets him randomly move his head slightly a little bit, just like we humans do, to display that we are alive. Right now, these are not active, as you can see. He's very static and almost frozen when I put him to sleep. But I will now turn him on again, and then you can observe these automatic head movements that I'm talking about. So now he's awake, and the only thing that is running right now is these head movements. No, not a particular skill or anything. And the cool thing about the library is that thanks to the library, I can now just load the library and add 1 or 2 lines of code, and I can use this fantastic feature that would otherwise be a lot of lines of code to implement if I did it just by myself. And this way, the library can really help you get started faster and better. And we do not stop there with code snippets either. We also have full example skills that you can download and that you can run as they are on the robot. But you can then also go into the code, modify it, and basically start building your own application based on this application, which is an amazing feature because, yeah, it's a huge time saver, but also it helps you to learn more about our software at the same time. So, yeah, and we have just started, right? So we added many things to it, but we are continuously updating this library and adding more stuff to it all the time.
Great. And of course, everything that Fabienne showed on this physical robot will be identical to this virtual simulation that we call the virtual Furhat, where you can design and test everything before putting it on the robot. So that's it on the face core part. Of course, we're continuously doing improvements on the hardware. And with that, I would like to introduce you to my colleagues, Edvin and Roger, who will be able to tell us more about that. Over to you, Edvin.
Hi everyone, my name is Edvin. I'm the hardware engineering manager here at Furhat Robotics. So I thought I was gonna show you some of the things that we've been working on lately. We have been, number one, we've been increasing the head motion. So now we have far better range of the whole neck. We can see more to the sides. We can look more up and down, which is allowing for a greater audience to be in the interaction space. That's one of those things that we've improved. Another thing is we've been developing a new projector, which is today inside a robot. And since everyone knows that projectors don't like incoming light, obviously we need to increase the light output of the projector. This also, with the new LEDs today out on the market with greater efficiency, has allowed us to be able to produce a projector which has more light output in a more efficient way from a heat perspective. So that leads us into the whole heat management of the robot, which we've improved, and it's today much greater. Robot runs cooler, increasing the longevity of the robot. That's one more detail that I wanted to talk about is the plastic parts of the robot. We went into injection molding, so all our plastic parts that are visible to the human eye from the outside is today injection molded, allowing us for environmentally friendly materials and increased overall quality. So I'm going to send it over to Roger from supply chain.
Hey everyone, I'm Roger. I'm heading up supply chain here at Furhat. During the last years, we have gone from assembling our robots by ourselves to now doing the production and logistics at a big global production partner. Today, we send robots and provide support to customers all over the world, but the robot is still made in Sweden. Here we can quickly scale up the production volumes if needed, but we can also have the possibility to start production in other parts of the world, if or when needed. By having the production site close to us, we can work closely together with our production partner on ensure the quality of our products, implement updates quickly, and by having as many of the sub-suppliers as possible in the same area, we can minimize the risk of components getting stuck somewhere. And at the same time, we can really minimize the footprint of our products. Back to you, Samer.
Thank you, Roger. And before we end this broadcast, I also wanted to share with you that starting today, Furhat will be available in 3 different packages with different for software functionalities and different levels of support to accommodate different needs and costs. We call those the Furhat Basic, Furhat Standard, and Furhat Premium, and you will be able to read more about those on our website. Again, Face Core, the Furhat library, and all the new improvements will be available starting today. We hope that the new technologies we are releasing will allow people to build better and more engaging interactions with Furhat at a lower cost and higher speed. If you have any questions, would like a more detailed demo of the robot, or would like to get in touch with any of the people that you met today, we will be adding information in the end. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me or anyone on the team. Thank you again for joining us today and really for being with us on this incredible journey in making the dream of social robots a reality. And we'll see you soon. Goodbye.